The Hellcat Pro just got even better with this upgrade. Springfield Armory just released their new Hellcat Pro, and they now have an integrated port into the barrel along with the slide itself. Why is this such a nice improvement? This allows you to have a little less snappiness into a handgun like this. That is one of the downsides to smaller guns, thinner guns, is they tend to be more snappy. When you add a port or a compensator to the end of them, that helps eliminate that slightly. Now, this isn't the end-all be-all to snappiness or barrel flip or barrel rise or mitigating recoil. This is just another step in being able to help improve that, to be able to get your sights realigned and get shots back on target a little bit more accurately. So first we're gonna discuss the port a little bit, and then we'll discuss my thoughts after testing both the non-ported along with the ported version, and then we will go into talking about the Hellcat and a quick update on where we're at with that, because I've already done 2 update videos and everyone seems to like that, so we'll just give you a brief update of where we're at testing them, because I have 8 of these now. So it's been a great gun. I really enjoy them, and I've been carrying them a lot, so I have a lot of rounds through this gun to be able to at least share with you my experience. So one thing to note about the ports that they added here is they moved the sights back a little bit. And some people might wonder, why wouldn't you want the sights farther? Because everyone wants, you know, farther sight radius for more accuracy, but you're gonna want your sight in front of that port, because if you're shooting this, any flame or anything comes out of that port, it's gonna be after your sight, so you'll be able to still keep a sight picture if you don't have a red dot. Now, if you don't have a red dot, it doesn't really matter, but for iron sights, you want your iron sights behind it like they did here. I'll show you some close-ups of this, but I think it looks nice. They did a really good job of beveling that down and making it simple. It is just one large port. There's nothing crazy about it. There's not a bunch of holes everywhere. It's as simple as it gets, and I like that. It's very easy. It does what it's supposed to do, and it does it pretty well. So now let's discuss the comparison between the normal Hellcat along with the ported Hellcat. Was there a huge difference? Now, this is where we're gonna get real honest. So if you have a normal Hellcat and you're like, shoot, should I upgrade to this one now that this one came out? If you don't really mind spending an extra $700 on another gun, and you think that, you know, you really do want a little less muzzle flip, then yeah, I would go ahead and upgrade to this one. If you're like, I don't really have the money, nor do I want to spend it, but like I do want the best there is, I don't think this is an improvement enough to spend $700 to upgrade this. I still think this is a phenomenal gun, and I carry this all the time. I love this gun. This is better just because it has the port on there and it has less muzzle flip, but I don't think it changes enough that I think it's worth a $700 additional based off of this. If you're just thinking about replacing this. Now, if you want another option, phenomenal choice. I love that they have this. For new shooters that don't have a Hellcat, I'd probably choose this one because I really like the port, and I think it does a really good job. So when you're shooting them back and forth, is what me and Josh did. We tested them shooting one, then we shot the other, and then we were at the range all morning really shooting both these guns to get a good feel about it. You could definitely notice, and even in the video you'll see, when you watch the gun in the flip, you could definitely see this one has less of a flip. I did a slow-mo comparison of the two. Zero scientific data to this at all. I just did a slow-mo video of me holding both guns to show you side-by-side comparison, so I'll show you guys that. But this definitely feels less snappy. I can't give you a percentage wise. I can't say it's 20% less snappy. Don't know, don't have the scientific data to back that up. All I can tell you is shooting both of these, this one feels more comfortable and less recoil. So if you're choosing between the two, you don't have one yet, I personally would choose the ported one. I think it's nice, I like it, I like the addition, I think it looks better. Now, if you already have this version, and you're like, is it worth the upgrade? It's gonna be up to you. I don't necessarily think it's worth $700 to upgrade for a new gun. Sure, they're gonna come with just like a slide and barrel package. Maybe you can just upgrade that if you want to, and it's gonna be significantly cheaper. And at that point, I would say yes, it would be worth it. But for $700 for a whole new gun, probably not. But it is definitely a nice addition that they added. I love that Springfield is adding more to this line. They came up with a safety version. They came out with a threaded barrel version. They came out with the ported version. And now you can mix and match and kind of make exactly what you want out of a gun that you're gonna carry all the time. I carry this gun all the time. I'm probably gonna change the optic out. The shield optic was decent, but I really like closed emitter for concealed carry. It's just a personal preference and something I would prefer. So I will end up switching the optic probably on this. But for right now, I'm gonna test it the way it is. The sponsor of today's video is Infinity Targets. Been using these targets for a while now, and I absolutely love the simplicity of them, lightweightness of them, how easy they are to use. You shoot them, you're gonna see exactly where you hit, and then you spray paint over it, and it completely covers it back up, and you continue to shoot again. What is so great is they have A-zones, head boxes, they have some different sizes, small, large. They have one with different organs and body zones. I've been a fan of these targets since I started using them months ago, and you can use code TA10 to save yourself 10% on orders of $175 and get some different styles for yourself in your range. One of the largest benefits to the Hellcat Pro is its size. It's a smaller gun. It's not bulky. It's not big. It's easy to conceal, and it has a great capacity. You're looking at 15 rounds, and if you get the upgraded magazine, which has the base plate that's extended, it's going to give you 17 rounds, which is more than a Glock 17, which is a large gun. Hard to conceal. Say this is like a medium-sized gun. It's not like a compact, tiny gun, and it's not a full-size gun. This is right there in the middle. Happy with the size, easy to conceal even in summertime, and with the added ability to put 17 rounds if you want to carry an extra magazine, depending on how you carry, or you put this in a bag so you have it accessible. You have the ability to carry even more rounds in this gun, and that makes it even better. If you've been a viewer of mine for a long time, you're aware I'm a big fan of the Hellcat Pro. I've been carrying them for a while now. Ever since the original Hellcat came out, I've been carrying them, and then when the Hellcat Pros came out, I got even more of a fan because I like more capacity. I carry a Glock 45 a lot of the time just because I like that size. I'm comfortable with it. It's similar to the gun I carry at work, so that's why I carry that off duty. But with this, it's a really nice size that's even lower than that. I keep my capacity, I keep my accuracy because I'm still very comfortable with this gun. I think it's a very accurate gun with a really nice trigger out of the box. This gun has a lot of really good features. Now let's just give you a brief update on where I'm at with the Hellcat. So I put a significant amount of rounds through all the Hellcats that I have. Like I said, I have 8 of them now from 4 Hellcat Pros and 4 normal Hellcats. I can't give you an exact round count because I don't know the exact by the number round count, but it is in the thousands of rounds through these guns, and I've had yet to have any crazy malfunctions. I don't think I've had more than 2 malfunctions out of all these guns in the time that I've had them, which is great when you're looking at a concealed carry gun that you're going to trust your life with. That's what I'm always looking for when I'm looking for a gun like this, and the Hellcat Pro has been one of those guns. But that is where we're at with a brief update. Guns have been phenomenal. I continue to carry them. That is more of a testament than anything that I trust my life and my family's life with it. Actions speak louder than words sometimes, and this is the gun I trust my life with and my family's life. It is a gun that I really like, and definitely this is going to be the new handgun that I'm going to be carrying. I'm going to probably replace this one with this one just because I do think the port is a nice addition. It's enough of improvement that I'm going to swap everything over and start carrying this full time. With all that being said, I hope this video is helpful for you. It's always my goal is to be able to help you spend your money in the right way. Whether this video helps you decide, yes, this is the gun I want to upgrade to, or maybe it's not everything I need. I don't necessarily need to upgrade, or I want to go a different route with a different Hellcat. That's always my goal, is to help you guys make that better decision off the opinion I give you guys based off my experience with a firearm or a product. I'm now filming all of my content for Rumble and then editing it to YouTube because YouTube is a bunch of turds and they don't like anything firearms related. So they try to block and hide and demonetize everything they can. So everything's going directly to Rumble from now on, and I'll just edit it for YouTube. So I can say whatever I want, which is phenomenal. So with that being said, let's go over the channel sponsors and the companies that support me. You guys using these discount codes and links and everything is a huge help to me and helps the sponsors, which help me carry videos for you guys. So it's like a circle. It always goes around. So I appreciate that. Brownells is one of the biggest sponsors and supporters of the channel. Using code TA10 saves you 10% off orders $150 or more. Code works for almost everything on their website, and they have all the stuff on their website. I order all my stuff from them whenever I'm working on projects, builds. It always goes through Brownells. Howitzer Clothing donates 5% of proceeds to charity. They've donated to over $2.5 million already, and they have a Tactical Advisor shirt, which is super cool. You guys can order one for yourself. I wear their clothes every day. They have shoes, pants, shorts, underwear, shirts, hats, all of it. You could basically have an entire wardrobe through them. And then Techno Knives has been a huge supporter of the company as well, and I really appreciate them. You guys can use TA10, save 10% and free shipping on their knives. A5 Spry is my favorite, and the little Badger knife is a close second. I use their stuff daily at work and here at the property, and I beat the crap out of it, and it works really well. You guys can go to my website, tacticaladvisor.net. I have a whole list of links and discount codes from other companies as well that you guys can save money, and using those does help support the channel. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.